I just got off a call with an author who had hired 3 previous ghostwriters, and he told me about what the experience was and what he's afraid of happening again, and here are my answers. Okay, so this individual, he was traditionally published, so he actually got a book deal, went through the whole process, okay? And with that book, he hired and fired multiple ghostwriters in that process. And when he reached out to me to talk about his second book, I was very concerned about anything close to a repeat of those 3 horrific experiences that were, frankly, complete wastes of time and money. The very first ghostwriter he hired, he said, was someone who had excellent writing samples. Oh, they were just wonderful. But guess what happened? The ghostwriter begins ghostwriting for him. Sounds nothing like him. Sounds nothing like him. Wrong word choices, wrong tone, wrong everything. And I see this all the time, by the way. Oh, amazing samples. But then when you actually, when they write for you, it's like, I am literally incapable of publishing this, much less finish reading the sample. I had one author, he went ahead and signed with me. He had talked to 13 ghostwriters before I became his 14th and final hired ghostwriter. The previous 13 ghostwriters, it was all the same thing. All amazing writing samples. It was just spectacular. But then when they go and write for the author, him, sounds nothing like him. There's grammar errors, syntax errors out the wazoo. And that, coming back to the author I was telling you about at the beginning of this video, was the second horrific experience he had with a ghostwriter slash editor, which was the fact that this person didn't understand simple English syntax, grammar, spelling. And so even the final draft, what they were producing, was literally unpublishable. Literally unpublishable. See this all the time as well, all the time. Now, there is a point to be made for first, second, and third draft rights. And this is what I told the author. I said, you want to have not 1, not 2, but 3 drafts in the process. So as the ghostwriter or developmental editor or collaborative editor, that's what I do. The first draft answers this question. Have you said everything you want to say? Okay. The second draft, from the author's perspective, is this. Well, now that you've written all that, what else do you want to say? Right? Is there anything missing? Are there gaps? Are there things that you've now thought of that you should add to the book which you haven't already? That's for the second draft. And then the third draft answers this question. Now that you've said everything you need to say, what's the best way to say it? That answers the third draft question. And then the third ghostwriter that this aspiring author I talked to, he said he took issue with, way too much. The third ghostwriter took the outline, disappeared for months, and came back with 25,000 words. 20,000 words, something like that. That's almost half the book, okay? At least 1/3 of the book, for sure, for sure. And that created a massive workflow issue for the author because now he has to take like a week off and read through it and make comments, edits, and it just doesn't work. I prefer the collaborative process, which is you and I meet once a week for an hour. We go through everything together, either reviewing one chapter at a time, or if you're doing the writing and I'm being the developmental editor in kind of a collaborative relationship, I'm giving you feedback on everything in real time, even pulling up and doing a screen share with you and editing or rewriting for you on the friggin' spot. That's how we do it. So that's the difference between someone who says they're a professional ghostwriter and someone who actually is. And another thing I brought up to this aspiring author is the fact that I have a program called The Best Way to Say It. Over 900 people have purchased it so far. It's literally changing lives and even saving lives. People are using it to persuade physicians. It's remarkable stuff. It's a persuasive writing system that I use with all of my clients. It's focused on brain dump, the first draft, just get everything on the page, and then restructure and refine for maximal persuasion. And in The Best Way to Say It, it's 8.5 hours, majority of which is screen share recording me working on real clients' stuff. Articles, sales pages, chapters, emails. So you can see in real time why I'm writing what I'm writing, why I'm changing what I'm changing, why I'm restructuring and refining and fleshing out, and all the principles behind it. And I've condensed my system to a 1-page print-off that you can put right next to your stuff as you write, as you work. So has this video become about the best way to say it? Yes. Yes, it is. Because even if you're not an author, even if you're not a ghostwriter, you want to be using a system that can get you to the best way to say it every single time. Now, this author is likely going to end up working with me directly. That's cool. That's cool. But for those of you who say, what if I could get the benefits of someone who's ghostwritten 57 books for $99? Okay, that's worth it. Realize that that's worth it? Click the link below. Click the link below. You will be happy that you did.